Here's how I got into videography with zero experience and $0, and you also can do the same. Hi, my name is Samuel Idakwo, and I have been doing videography now for the past 5 years. I started sometime in 2019, and at the time I had just finished a local election where we lost. Yeah, we lost the elections. We came close, but we lost the elections. And I was thinking through one of the reasons why we lost. What didn't we get right? And at the time, we didn't have anybody who could really do video or who understood the video content strategy that we should have deployed. And that was where I got my own epiphany moment to say, how hard can video really be? Well, it is hard. But if you know what to do, if you have the right strategy, it is something that you're able to surmount. And that is what this channel is really about. This is the very first video of this channel. And if this is your very first time here, don't forget to subscribe. So we lost that elections, and I came out of that and I was thinking, look, video is the next thing because it is a tool that you can use to tell stories that can change the minds of people. And so how did I get to start? Because videography is expensive. To buy a camera is still expensive. I don't know how much it is now that you have in your pocket to be able to buy a camera, or to buy the gear, to buy the right lights, to buy the right gimbal, to buy all that was really expensive. And here I was married. Yeah, listen, I was married. I had 2 children. In fact, my second child was on the way. Yeah, my second child was on the way. So here I was broke, without money, 2 children, and there was literally no money in the bank for me to be able to spend on, this gear and all that. And here was I wanting to do videography. So this is the value that you're going to get from this video. Now, point number 1, find a place to learn for free. And I would recommend that you find a local church that has a media department. And here's why. There are many equipments that you may never be able to put your hands on because you do not have the resources to buy. But if you volunteer at a local church, and I know that you may be another religion, you may be a Muslim, you may be an atheist, you may be whatever your religion is, this still applies. Find somewhere you can learn. It may be a video production company that you know about in your locality that can accept you as a volunteer. Go ahead and take it. Volunteer for any place that you can find video equipment that you can be taught for free. That is the first point I'm going to make, because you would find a lot of experienced people there who would show you the ropes. So that is point number 1. Point number 2 is I applied the 1% rule every day. And what does that mean, you might ask? And so if you have read the book Atomic Habits, he explains a lot about the fact that small incremental actions compound into very big results. So I applied this in my life at the time when I started as a videographer. So I would go on YouTube, like you are right now on YouTube, and I would watch, before I sleep, without fail, every single day, I would watch 10 minutes of something new I had never encountered on YouTube. 10 minutes. And 10 minutes compounded over time becomes a lot. You would have racked up a lot of expertise by just watching for 10 minutes every single day without fail. If you do that, you'll find that you'll be able to understand some of the very tricky concepts. Of course, you would check out things like, what is a shutter speed, for example? What is aperture? What is ISO? What is the 180 rule? All that you can be able to develop rapidly in terms of your knowledge about things that we talk about in videography. Point number 3, find a test subject. And you may ask me, Sammy, what do you mean by test subject? I had a friend who was living with me at the time, and this guy was the most creative guy, one of the most creative people I know. He knew how to sing, he knew how to write. I mean, his brain just explodes all the time with creative stuff. I had the technical skills, he didn't. And so that mix of my talent and his creativity give us the right spark. So for example, we shot a spoken word video. I believe that video was horrible to watch, but we did it we made something out of it. It became a video that we could share. The next thing again, we did a music video. The next thing, we did another music video. And then of course lockdown happened and we were indoors for almost the whole year. That was the biggest creative boost we needed. We were creating things back to back. We would think of things we would shoot. We would think of things we would shoot. And so you can imagine that grind every single day of watching 10 minutes of stuff every day and then practicalizing on a test subject, that just blew my skill level out of the water. And so these three things are what helped me. And I believe that if you implement them, so number one, find a place to learn for free. Your local church is a very good example. Number two is to apply the 1% rule every day. Watch something new that you will be able to learn from every day. Number three, experiment with a friend or somebody who you're close with that is willing to. You could even experiment with yourself. Exactly. Experiment with yourself. So imagine that you don't have a friend. You don't have somebody who you would say, oh, I have access to. Experiment with yourself. Shoot yourself. I don't mean literally. Put a camera in front of you and shoot. That in itself would give you a lot of traction in terms of your skill level. And yeah, that's it. Those three things helped me a lot. And if you are new to this channel, like I said before, and you think this is the kind of content that you want to hear, I would be relatable as possible because I know how it is to start in videography when you don't have any gear and stuff like that. That's the essence of this channel. We want to see creators or video creators who are willing to grow beyond their limits or their limitations and make something out of their lives with videography. So if you're that kind of person, please make sure you subscribe and we'll bring you more content like this. And without any further ado, I'll see you next time. Cheers.